It is now August 11th, 2014, and things are getting desperate now. The only offers that were on the table were 3 from Artie T, and Artie S kept rejecting them. Mostly because Author S wants these ludicrous amounts for the store, and Author S says Artie T is, for the most part, being unrealistic. Anyway, I've noticed one thing that I've got wrong, and I was unable to correct in the last video due to the fact that everything was done, is the 4% off was actually the straw that broke the camel's back. That was Artie's thing in order to help save more people more money. Author S didn't like that, and that was pretty much one of the reasons why he was let go. Anyway, now the story is that things are so bad, 90% fewer customers, which are still protesting over there somewhere, is now they're forced to lay off people. But the board says not to lay off anyone, but they have to cut 90% of the hours. So layoffs had to occur. Here in the Leominster store, they're doing the same thing as everywhere else. People that have boycotted are posting receipts to where they have been shopping instead. For the most part, it's Hannaford and not a hostage. I do not really support this because Artie T is very close to getting this chain. Hopefully it'll happen. And if he does, he's going to inherit a big mess. So I want to help the employees that are working, the 10% that remain. So I will get something. And let's go in. Well, per usual, this looks like it's doing fairly well. Or is it? I've just caught on to their little trick. You see this display? It's only like 1 or 2 deep, and that's it. This is really not doing as well as it looks. They're just pushing everything up to the front. So this is a lot more empty than it looks. Especially right here, the fat-free cottage cheese. Pardon the jitters as I point to you that they're using the trick there. Dairy is surprisingly doing well. So let's just take a look, make sure everything is up to date. I haven't been down this side of the cheese aisle. Again, they're using the same tactic here, although more visible is one row wide, as we can kind of see here. Nothing behind there, nothing behind here. It's a trick to make everything look good. I have to say, good job of doing that. And they're keeping up to date with the dairy, so I mean, that's a good thing. Although the pasta sauce is starting to show some weakness here with the smaller quantities. Some bins almost empty. And of course, as we all know, deli empty. One thing has changed here on the displays. It says, bring back Artie T. Look at this place. We need him now. And if they act fast, it could happen. Coffee, tea, we've shown you this before. But look at it now. It's almost got nothing in it now. And I gotta talk really close and often because we have copyright issues. It might not look much different, but it is pretty much down to the bare walls in spots now. Especially here. Look at that. By the way, I've also have heard that they better get this done within about a week or so, because they say at 90 to 95% profit losses with the most people boycotting, this chain could go under very quickly. So hopefully Artie T and Arthur S can get their differences set aside, Arthur S to be reasonable, and Artie T to bend within reason, which I'm sure he has been doing. So let's see what else is going on. Here we are. Rice ain't doing so hot. Uncle Ben's might be crying uncle right now. Yeah, it's pretty empty here in the rice aisle. Very empty. Wow, look at that. So there is a glimmer of hope here. It appears to be very close to an offer being accepted. Like I said, they gotta work out the issues. Arthur T is the only thing that can save it now. Everybody else that was putting an offer in was not good enough. Soup, well, of course, that's still doing fairly well, and they're not using that trick because they don't need it. So, if there's anything else, we'll take a look. We're in the water aisle yet again. Somebody's coming from behind. That's full, but we'll aim this way a little bit now. Alright, we're past somebody. Look at this. Wow. Yeah. Can you say we're in a world of hurts right now in terms of product? We've still got some of the other stuff. Anything else to discover? Let's find out. Soda getting thin. Almost no Coke product left. The Pepsi stuff way over, which I'm not going to bother showing, still looks pretty full. Energy drinks starting to take a big hit. Let's see what else we got. Chips. Now it's starting to really deplete. And again, I'm talking very close to the mic, so I don't have a copyright issue. Then again, I'm using drown out music anyhow. So I'm gonna pardon this, pick up something else. There. And I do have something else to show you that is right here. And we'll aim over this way to not give it away yet, outside of the obvious over there. Fresh poultry delivered daily. Remember that? Remember how they used the meat counter that always had meat in it? There's no meat in it. All gone. Best selection, as I said before, not till this is solved. And of course, got the empty shelves here. Although I don't know why they got empty pallets in there, or empty trays. Anyway, unlike other people, we will show you the areas that are doing well. The frozen foods, for example. Parts that people tend to miss. So, I mean, this is all doing fairly well. Okay, that row right there in the center is one deep, but other than that, it all looks fairly normal here. So, I mean, the frozen foods are doing fairly well. Let's continue on. Yeah, you knew we were going to come down here. And there are a few scant things down here. Although this time they now sort of spelt Artie. It's kind of hard at the resolution they were using, but they got it to work. Let's take a look at all the food options we got here in the land of produce, besides nuts. And croutons on top of that. Orange peppers. Ginger root and Something I don't know what that is because it's not labeled. We have some pears. And some of that fake lime juice. Again, more croutons. Red pepper. Right there. More organically grown things. Kiwi. Finally got it labeled. And little kiwi fruit, as it says on the bag. Yeah, there was a little more stuff to be had here. Butternut squash, I can sort of recognize that, especially when it's labeled. Acorn squash. Some other veggies here. Bananas. These are the weirdest looking bananas I've ever seen. Oh, I think it's time to throw them out when they get all nice and furry. And of course, blueberry muffin mix and banana bread mix. That must be good for you because it's in the fruits and veggies aisle. There you go. So, yeah, I mean, comes and goes, and of course ice cream does well. There's no surprise there. Bulk candy. Never show you that. A couple empty spots there. Flowers. Almost empty. Just a few display items up there. And I think they just moved them all over to this spot here. Of course, we know all about the deli, the bakery, and the ice cream, of course, doing well. And now this time, the bakery and all that is dark. And that's all we have right now. This totally sucks. 2 registers out of 20. Yay. Gotta stand in line for 100 hours because I'm in a regular line. So, in conclusion, and we gotta move because somebody's a-coming, there is progress being made in hopefully getting this back up to speed. And by the way, when it comes to offers, all right, move out someone else's way. When it comes to offers, Artie T is actually bidding on the worth of this business before everything went to hell. It's nowhere near worth what it is. So, I mean, why don't you just accept the offer and make everybody happy? You're getting way more than what it's worth, RDS. Let's get your ego out of this. And that will be it for this edition. Hopefully the next one will be good news. I know I've said that many times before, but now they are hammering some sort of agreement out. Well, hopefully it'll be an agreement. They're still sticking. And that's all I gotta say. Have a good one.